So today is day 8 of the apple cider vinegar test to see if I can get rid of my reflux by using apple cider vinegar. And I'm also doing the low carb diet at the same time, amongst some other things that I'm going to mention now. So today I saw online that mustard, specifically yellow mustard, could be a good remedy for GERD. Now, GERD is gastroesophageal reflux, and LPR, which is what I've got, is Laryngopharyngeal reflux or silent reflux. Now, the difference between those two is they're pretty similar in that you get the feeling of a post-nasal drip, feeling that there's always something stuck in your throat. But with GERD, you have the added symptom of heartburn. Now, the reason they call silent reflux is because you don't get that heartburn, so it's quite hard to diagnose generally. Now, with the mustard thing that I saw online, it seemed to be more that was a remedy for GERD for heartburn. So when I tried it, it didn't seem to make much difference to me, but I mean, to be honest, if anything, it actually made it kind of worse. So I probably won't be doing that again, even though that was a suggested remedy for acid reflux. The problem is acid reflux encompasses both the GERD and the LPR, the gastroesophageal reflux and the laryngopharyngeal reflux. And because I'm in this one, often there'll be things that people say, oh, this solves acid reflux, but then they're talking about GERD. So you have to be kind of careful when you're discerning between the two. Now, similar to yesterday, I was able to do the run really early this morning, and then some calisthenics again, which was cool. And I didn't do a nap, so I was hoping to see if I could, keep the momentum from the exercise in the morning, for when I was to sing later that day. To be honest, it didn't seem to make much difference at all. Maybe by that point in the day, which was, almost 12 hours later, the effects of the exercise had worn off, potentially. But even so, directly after the exercise, I was trying to sing and it wasn't significantly better. So I'm not sure how much influence that's really going to have. I'm definitely going to keep doing the running and the calisthenics, obviously, because it's good for your overall physical health, and obviously mental health as well. But in terms of singing, I'm not sure if that's going to be so useful, but I will keep doing it. My singing teacher, who's a fantastic singer and performer, he doesn't actually run at all. He just walks. He does a lot of pull-ups and stuff. He's a very, very fit guy, but he doesn't actually do any running at all. So I guess he gets a lot of the kind of blood flowing around his body through the body exercise that he does, rather than any actual cardio. So, but I'm going to keep doing that stuff anyway. Now, in terms of, so I talked about the mustard, and I'm also wondering if there are any other things that I can try on top of doing the apple cider vinegar and doing the low-carb diet, because it's day 8 and I'm still yet to notice any significant changes at all, specifically with the reflux side of things. As I mentioned, my gums are definitely starting to look healthier. Because of the eating lots of chicken, my jaw's definitely gotten a bit better. Something else, and I haven't actually mentioned this yet, but I have lost a lot of weight, and it's only been 3.5 weeks on the low carb diet, but I have absolutely shedded several kilograms at this point. Unfortunately, I didn't actually weigh myself before and after doing this, so I can't give you exact measurements. But yeah, you just have to trust me on that. I've really lost a lot. So do bear that in mind if you're going to do the low carb diet. You're going to, be a lot skinnier than you were before. Thankfully, it hasn't really affected muscle mass because I've been eating a lot of protein. But yeah, I guess when your own girlfriend and your girlfriend's mum is telling you you look a lot more unhealthy, that's something to watch out for. But yeah, I guess it's just been a very frustrating situation now with 8 days in and nothing, but that's purely for the apple cider vinegar, and then the low carb diet is 3.5 weeks. As I keep saying in previous videos, I'm just going to keep going until I get some results, because I've got nowhere else to turn really in terms of trying to sort this out. Something else I'm also planning to venture into is doing some speech pathology. but supposedly you're meant to sort out your reflux first before you do the speech pathology, because they can't really help you unless the reflux is gone. But it might be worth trying those sorts of exercises. I guess by starting now, that would maybe quicken the process. Although at the same time, because I do lots of singing exercises that are deliberately designed to relax your vocal cords and get them phonating in the correct manner, I'm not sure how effective they're going to be, but I'm definitely willing to give it a shot, of course. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's day 8, and obviously I will keep updating you tomorrow, but it is getting quite mentally draining, as I mentioned yesterday, and I just hope that doesn't continue being in this. I guess it would be really good if we got some significant results soon, but I can do nothing but keep going and wait it out, really. And if you're in a similar situation with acid reflux, whether that is GERD or LPR, then yeah, you'll have to wait it out too. But at least if you're doing the right things, you're giving yourself the best chance of success. But yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.